Hey there, it's Bruce Nunnally, caddyinfo.com. Gonna try something a little bit different. I've got my HP VCM scanner running. I just came back from doing a test run on my 2007 XLR, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the scanner. I've got it running about half time, so that what you can see is going into the test, got right to 4,000 RPM. Now it's at wide open throttle. You see it moving slowly because I've got it slowed down so that we can see the individual RPMs as they go by. 5,800. The car's going about 75, 6,500. I'm going to pause it there. And so what we can also do, of course, is this shows us a snapshot of what the car was doing at any given moment. And so right here at this point, the engine computer calculated that the engine was making about 303.5 horsepower. The car was traveling 77 miles an hour. The engine was turning over 6,474 RPM. You can see let me get it back exactly on that point. You can see this is the intake air temperatures. We're running 97, so the outside air was 91. By the time it got in through the air filter, it was 97. By the time it gets into the manifold, it's 124. Even though the car was relatively cool today, I do about a 10-minute test cycle before the test run, so that the car is always at kind of a uniform heat. Barometer was 29.83. Don't have any boost in the XLR. I keep the boost gauge up because I use the same setup for my STSV. The XLRs actually have wideband oxygen sensors, and I'm going to have to play with that a bit more. The engine coolant temperature was in a good range. That we didn't have. We still had a degree of IAT, negative IAT advance, which is retard. So overall, what I was hoping is it was cooler today, or when I was on the way to pick up the car to run the test, then I could have sworn the STSV said it was in the 80s, but out on the road, the XLR recorded that it was 91 air temperature and 97 in the car. So anyway, I'll post this video along with the other things I'm doing. Basically, I'm trying to establish a baseline. Let me see if I can. Oh, you won't be able to see it because I think we're locked into the screen, but I'm not sure how the registration will do here. But this is the virtual Dyno program by Brad Barnhill. Thank goodness his name is written there. And basically what I do is I take the output file from the HP Tuners and feed it into this, and then what it does is it kind of gives me a dyno-like reading. It's a little bit lower than you would expect from chassis dyno, just because I can't get the right gear. Once you get in the one-to-one gear for the XLR, then you'd have to run the car higher, more than 100 miles an hour. I don't have a good test area where I can do that in a convenient way. And so kind of had to deal with different losses and different gearing and some other things. But what I'm really looking for is consistency. And so, in other words, you see these two runs from today were pretty close to each other. And so now if we go tune the car and make some changes and we see that the curve moves down, the curve moves up, then we can detect that those changes were helpful, or not. Okay, thanks for watching. I will keep you